G'day gents, in this video we're going to add our electrical symbols. The electrical symbols are represented by the numbers you see here encircled. So 1 being a switch, one-way switch, single switch, 2 being a ceiling light, and 3 being a switch socket outlet. So if we come here, 1, 2, and 3, here are the electrical notes. The switch for the lights, top left. Switch on the wall with a socket for a plug is going to be top left on this side. All right, and then our ceiling light is this one at the top here in the lights section. So 1, 2, and 3 are the ones we're going to be working with. Well, in fact, there's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go create our own blocks. It's quite simple. All right, come to CAD here, and I'm going to start with, again, a new layer. All right, my layer will be the same as the plumbing fixtures, and I'm going to call it electrical. Perfect. Okay, or electricity, whatever you want. And I'm going to leave it at, hold on, we got you 0.15 is perfect. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and create my own. So I want to just work close to a wall so I can see how big this is going to be. And we're first going to work with a switch, one-way switch for a ceiling light. So if I open the circle and you leave it next to the wall, that's about an appropriate size for the switch. It's visible, maybe a bit big. We could pull that in just ever so slightly. There we go. Now I'm going to get my 60-30. So I'm going to click on that 60-30, my angle snap, restrictor cursor. I'm going to come off from the middle, okay, off at 60 degrees. Again, we want to look at everything else in comparison to this and make sure we don't overshoot. There we go. And then I'm going to come back down at 30, right? It'll come down perpendicular down at 30, that much. And that's, again, I didn't type in anything. I'm just using good proportion. And now we've got an electrical switch. And I'm going to copy, Control V, Control Shift V, and I'm going to make this into a block. Control Shift V, and it should be a block. There we go. So I'm going to work with that block rather than a whole bunch of finicky little pieces that I could leave behind by error. So I'm going to go and rotate this because I want to start with this one, right? I'm going to move it and I'm going to snap it on there and close to the door, because that's where the first one is going to be positioned. If we go over look, one is first attributed there next to the door as you walk in. So let's go back, attributed to snap it on tangential to that wall. The next one is here, just outside. So I should have copied that. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to rotate that, and again rotate it into the position I had it earlier. There we go. And I'm going to copy, bring it, snap it on that quadrant point at the bottom there, and then snap it again onto the line. It'll automatically subtangential. Then we need a light switch on the inside here. So if we go here, one is just on the inside of the wall here as you walk in. All right, and I'm going to move it there first, and then I'm going to rotate it. I'm already in the copy command, so you can see it once. So just keep copying the same thing. I'm going to swing it around, and one more time just to get that angle that we want. And I'm going to move it from the quadrant onto the wall. Okay, so switches are all in place. If you feel that these switches are just too small, that's fine. You can make them smaller in terms of proportion if that's what you prefer. No problem at all. The next thing I'm going to do is create a light. Quite simply, I'm going to get the square command, right? I'm going to move to the center here and get a sizing I think would be like sort of perfect. So I'm going to go for 250 by 250 square, enter. Grab my line command, and then I'm going to go corner to corner, delete the outside, and then use that as my light. Now if that's too big again, so if you don't like it, you can type in the following: scale, enter, highlight the object, enter, and I can scale from any point I want. You can see I can move up, I can scale it inwards. So you can scale it in until you're happy. There we go. So you might prefer something that looks a little bit smaller. I'm going to center it. I'm going to place it in the middle of the room. I can take my restrictor off and I can move it freely now and get more or less the center of the room there. Okay, I'm going to copy this. I won't make this a block. It's okay. I can if I want to. Just highlight. There's only 2 features, so as I move it, it's fine. Center over there, and you see I've still got it in the command center it to this room as well. Now, how do we wire? Quite simply, I'm going to go stay in my electrical fixtures. Sorry, not plumbing, but it's exactly the same line weight. And I'm going to go to line. Right, you'll see there should be a draw drop down menu, and the first option you've got here is spline fit. Now I'm going to attach it anywhere along the circle, the circumference of the circular part of the switch. Click. And now I'm going to make sure that I'm unrestricted by my angles, and I'm just going to send a nice sort of freehand line to the center of the light and then press enter. Now if you get that funny sort of shape, you can just click the node just before the last one and you can bring it around a little bit. And there we go. And now it positions itself lacquer. So we're going to go and do that now, spacebar to give me the same command, and I'm going to do the same thing and attach to the center. Enter. Okay. Oopsie. Let's try that again. Get it right this time. Click enter. Perfect. If you want, 3rd time lucky. There we go. Enter. Okay. There we go. I don't know why it's having to do this. There we go. Right. That's perfect. Let's do that again. Now I'm going to come from here and then go around the door and into the center. Enter, enter, enter. There we go. Don't know why I'm having to enter 3 times. I think it's because I was continuously in the command. Okay, so light switches are in place. It's time now to place our single socket outlet switches. So if we come across here, let's go back to the switch you need to create. Okay. Let's move across here. Zoom out, pan, there it is. So we're having to create that command there, or not that command, that little block or convention. So we're going to come back to CAD. I'm going to use the same circle, right, or a similar size circle. So if I come in here, grab the center, go to the top of it, it should give me a similar size. There we go. And then I'm going to draw a line command from side to side. I'm going to trim the bottom portion away. Okay. I'm going to keep that line there for now. That's fine. Right. So we've got this to indicate the socket, just at a reasonable length. And then we're going to come out at an angle here. I'm going to use the center point there, coming out at a 30 or 60 degree angle, and then again perpendicular to show that switch. And then I'm going to trim the line that's left over. Now we've got our sockets in place. Again, if that's too big for you, you can go and scale these down. Okay. So for example, if you don't like this one, I'm going to show you SCALE, and you can scale it down off that point however you like. All right. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it to the places that are required. We have just under the window on the back wall over there. So just 2 places that require the sockets. Right. So we're going to grab this, copy. It goes just under the window over there. So just somewhere, just somewhere in that vicinity. There's no exact placement. So Control copy, Control V, and somewhere at the back here. So I'm going to rotate this. Again, you could have created a block out of this. I'm going to rotate it, highlight the whole thing again, move it, and bring it to the back wall there. Right, so sockets are in. All the electrical fixtures and features have been placed and are ready to go.